Oh, okay. Right. Something terrible just happened. I was off looking for redstone, and I had a cave in, which is no big deal usually, but it killed me and also deleted my gravestone. So I lost everything, except for luggage, who was there when I got back to the body. I think the rest of the stuff must have despawned. I don't know why luggage did not, but all that was left in him was this stuff left over from the building episode. So yeah, I'm gonna have to replace all that stuff. The worst thing was I lost the 4 mining bags we had, also the forester's bag, and also the adventurer's backpack. Not the adventurer's one, the one for like mob drops. Lost that as well. So I'm gonna go spend some time in the heart farm, and then I'm going to go and basically get some tools made up again, I think. So heart farm, and then I need to farm a bunch of silk so I can make some more backpacks, because I do want some more of those. And then I'm probably going to be burning through a bunch of this blue steel to make some equipment. So I just thought I'd check in and tell you guys about that before the episode begins. Yeah, sadly, guys, we are in disaster recovery mode today. I'm wanting to do a lot of building work on Cog Hollow, do some major renovations, get ready for the next layer of tech stuff that we're going to be doing. But of course, I've got to replace all this stuff that's been lost. So I'm here in the Meef farm now. This is actually working pretty well. I was thinking about upgrading it. Yeah, we're getting all these like quarter hearts and everything as well. I was thinking about upgrading this, but it runs at a decent speed for how often you're going to need to use it. You know, it's fine. I'm hoping not to lose as many lives as I normally do. And some people have been having trouble with this recipe right here, turning Meef into quarter hearts. And we were as well. We had loads of broken recipes on the server, and we couldn't figure out what was causing it. But Grim, Mally, and Maze and myself spent some time last night looking at the scripts and stuff, and we kind of figured out that there was one script in particular which wasn't working, which was... Okay, today really is not my day. I just went to edit this episode and I realized that I had pushed my stop recording key whilst typing which script it was, because minus is my key. So I've planned ahead this time. The script that you're looking for in the scripts folder is the main-tfc.zs script. And if you go and you find that, if you're opening it in Notepad++ or something like that, if you go to line 49, you'll see something like this: furnace.remove brackets mechanism ingot 5. That is conflicting with the mod pack at the moment, and the theory we have is that it's because mechanism isn't actually installed, so it can't find the item, which is part of this script, and so it doesn't load the entire file. So it was actually Grim who spotted the line that was causing the problem. Like I say, it was me and Maze and Grim spent a bit of time last night trying to figure it out, because we were going crazy and we couldn't figure out how to fix the Meef recipe, and when we looked into that we realized that it was actually none of the recipes in that script that were loading. But all you need to do to fix it is put a couple of forward slashes in front of it, and then once you've done that, I don't see unknown command, whatever, you just type mindtweaker reload and hit enter, and it will reload your scripts, and you should be good to go. All the recipes should work again. So all you missed out of that clip was me giving myself a load of lives from all those quarter hearts, and yeah, then we moved on to other things. I'll see you guys in a bit. You know what, guys, this is brutal. You don't realize how much you rely on your tools until they're gone. I got a whole bunch of silk cloth. I had some before and I just got some more. I think I've got like 40 now, which I think is enough to make the bags. I'm gonna take the opportunity to do what I've been meaning to do for a while, which is to make an extra forester bag. So I'm gonna make 2 forester bags. I'm gonna replace those 4 miner bags. I'm gonna replace that hunter's bag. But I realized I need to make bone needles to make the backpacks, and to do that I need a chisel, which means I need to make my tools. And then before I could even make the tools, I realized that my flint and steel was gone, so I had to just make another one of those. I'm basically going to be just heating this up and making a bunch of tools. I want to make a halberd, so we're going to make a blue steel one this time. And then basically everything else as well. Let's just get this lit, 'cause it's going to take a while to heat up. So, I mean, I was going to just do some blue steel, some steel, because not all of these need to be blue steel. Pickaxe, definitely. Shovel, I would say so. I want a colored steel axe, but then I realized I actually still had like a spare one hanging on the weapon rack in here, so we don't need to make an axe. That's something. But that's, like, all these tools, I'm just going to do it anyway, because we got the blue steel, and I can easily make some more. So that's 1, 2, 3 for the prospector's pick, 4 for the chisel, 5 for the steel saw, 6 for the scythe, and then 2 for the halberd, and then we need a knife as well. Okay, so I need to get one more blue steel cooking. Yeah, this is going to take some time, so I'm just going to be working on this off camera for a while. I'm trying not to make these clips too long, so I'm hoping to be able to get something else done at the end of the episode, but we'll see how it goes. For now, I'm going to make these, and then next clip, I will meet you guys over in the mob farm. I'm going to build up some XP, and we'll do some enchanting. Maybe this time we'll get super lucky. Maybe it'll be worth it. We'll get some amazing enchants on our equipment. Who knows? See you in a bit, guys. Okay, I lie. I was planning to, well, I'm going over to the XP farm anyway, right? So, and I've just lost all of my giant pickaxes, so I thought I might as well grab a few of these before we head over there. And I got all the way over to this thing, and I noticed that it wasn't working properly. Some of the, well, all of the miners are just sitting on the top. They weren't dropping through. And I had a quick peek from the bottom, and it looked like there was something wrong with it. So I want to have a look at this on camera. Thankfully, we've got our axe. Yeah, what is... This is like spectre glass. Maybe it's just not rendering properly. Oh, I bet that's what it was. It was the snow. I thought something weird had happened. I brought some spare spectre glass because I thought it had, like, broken. But yeah, I'm just going to be using this thing. This is the original before we refined it in that tutorial video. Honestly, 2 spawners, excessive, not required. But I'm going to be getting a bunch of these. I've got my crossbow with me. And then for real, we will go over. We'll see what enchants we can get. I'll do a little montage of enchantments. Ah! Get over here. You'll probably notice as well I removed the trapdoor because they were getting stuck on that. Hopefully now, yes, working as intended. Good. Okay, first item is going to be... Oh, I've got so much junk on my inventory now, including some whale meat, which was just washed up on the shore. I shudder to think how long that thing was suffering for. Poor thing. Halberd, because I want to use this instead of the axe for killing stuff. So cross your fingers. Oh, I was hoping for something better than the red steel one we had, but whatever. Whatever, we'll take it. Okay, next thing. Let's do a pickaxe. Why not? Oh, okay. Well, that's pretty decent. I'm happy with that. Would have liked silk touch, but hey, I'm not complaining. Sure, why not? Okay, chisel. I'm breaking 3. That's all I wanted on that. That's good. Okay, let's do our hammer. Yeah, that's pretty good. I'm breaking 3. That's really all I care about on that one. Okay, shovel. Yeah, perfect. I'll take that. I really don't want fortune on that just because I want to get as much gravel as possible. We don't actually have a ton of that. And our knife. Flim Flam. I don't even know what that is. Smite 5? That seems interesting. I could probably go in there. Might as well pick up the ectoplasm. Okay, saw. I'm breaking 3. Again, perfect. And efficiency, I like that. And the scythe, now we really don't want silk touch on this. It drives me crazy. Oh, perfect. I'm happy with that. That's all we needed. Okay, now we've just got these pickaxes to go. Okay, so we enchanted a lot of stuff there. Oh, Blood Moon. As soon as I start recording, of course, we need to do this part outside. I got all these giant pickaxes enchanted, some better than others. So, I mean, that's pretty decent. I mean, the fortune is basically useless, but efficiency 4 and breaking 3, efficiency 4 and breaking 3. I like those. That's decent. That is another decent one. I'd like to have unbreaking on them, though. This one I would never normally use because it'll last forever and it just takes too long to break blocks, in my opinion. I mean, it's still awesome because it breaks tons of stuff at once, but why use that when we can just get these giant pickaxes for free and we can get them with efficiency on? But what I want to see is whether we can use... Oh, the anvil's broken there. I guess that's a first fail. I should have another anvil somewhere. I've learned I have to be careful going through that door or else it doesn't work. In here, maybe slightly damaged anvil. Yeah, cool. Oh, hello. You're a tough one. Is he stuck in the door? That's actually hilarious. Okay, pop this down. In here, I want to combine this with this. It looks like it's working. I think that's going to combine them. Yeah, and it's going to combine the enchants together, so that's awesome. A way of combining things that don't have decent stuff on them into something that does, especially when the item is cheap and, well, free like this. So I guess I'm going to have to leave that running for a bit. I also kind of realized while I was over there that we're missing our Spectre key. Where are you? There you go, Spectre key. So I need to get, in fact there's an easier recipe just to stick with the Spectre iron. I need to make one of these. I'm going to get my Spectre key made. And honestly, I don't know what we're going to do about our armor, because we're going to need something. It's kind of tempting to just run into the bottom of one of those dungeons and pick a few bits up, because it's either that or maybe make a whole bunch of, like, we've got enough blue steel, technically, but armor breaks so quickly in this, like, so ridiculously quickly, and that seems like a lot of resources to be using on armor, when I think we can get some bronze stuff for free. Oh, I never mentioned this either, did I? We got this cool sword off of a, it was an infernal zombie that spawned, was chasing me around. I mean, it's totally useless, it's not going to do any damage, but I think it looks pretty cool, just up on the wall like that. So yeah, I'm going to get this stuff sorted out, and then we can finally make these stinking bags, and then we can decide what we're going to do with the rest of the episode. I'll be back in a minute. Oh boy, guys, I am really sorry about how this episode is going. It is not turning into a good day. I'm finding all kinds of glitches and problems today, which I've not been expecting. You might have noticed in an earlier segment, we've got this blue steel knife, which is no longer enchanted, and if you look, it hasn't got a smithing bonus. The reason for that is because I tried, basically we have like that sheep pen over near us, and every so often, like if you need a little bit of wool, just go and kill like the male ones and just leave one male and then they'll keep repopulating. That's how I've been getting the small amounts of wool I need. But I did that, got like the sheep skins. Well, I've stripped them off now, got the wool off them. But you do that by combining them in the crafting grid with a knife. So I put the medium one in the crafting grid with my blue steel knife, and took it out, and it deleted the knife. So I thought, that's weird, I'm pretty sure that's not supposed to happen, so I spawned this one in to replace it, and tried it with the small sheepskins, and it was fine. So I was like, alright, it was just a glitch, so I'm not gonna like delete this knife or anything, I'll keep it. We're missing out on some of the smithing bonuses, but I can just reforge it later if I need to, right? I just had exactly the same problem. I'm trying to make the chests to craft these backpacks. Got like the iron and the string and the wool and everything now. I went over to Grimm's and I sheared his sheep and I got what I needed. But I put my enchanted saw in the crafting grid just with these logs. I right-clicked to try and take the amount of like the lumber out. One of them got you. I'm having trouble with words today as well, apparently. It cut one log, gave me the lumber from it, and deleted the saw again. So I don't know if this is a problem with enchanted blue steel stuff. I was not having this problem with the red steel ones. I just wanted to tell you, because I was going to explain this in the next segment anyway, but now I've got to replace this saw, and we'll test this on camera, because I want to know if it's a problem with like the blue steel, or I'm starting to suspect it's just with enchanted blue steel stuff, and I'm a little bit scared, so we're going to do this now. No, I do want it enabled. I want cheat mode. Let's get a saw. Blue steel. We want a crafted one, like so. Okay, we've got one saw. Put that in there. Right click. Yeah, that's fine. So, is it just to do with the enchants? Do I have to use these unenchanted then? That would kind of suck. I'm kind of curious to know whether you guys have had the same problem or whether that's a known issue. I just wanted to make sure I'd explained that, so if you guys saw these, you knew where they'd come from. If it happens with any other tools, because like there's gonna be, if I need to make bricks, right, I'm gonna have to do a crafting recipe with a blue steel chisel. I think there's some stuff with, yeah, like to make flux, say, with the blue steel hammer. There's gonna be times when we have to use these in crafting recipes, so if that happens again, I'll let you know. But I'd be interested to know whether it's just an issue with blue steel or whether like anyone actually knows the answer to that. But I'm gonna get back to work making these bags. I'm not gonna make you watch the whole thing. I'm gonna try and, unless anything happens again, and the way this episode's going, who knows? I'm gonna try and craft up the. In fact, that's something else we can test right now, isn't it? Because I'm gonna need like bone needles. So let's do a whole bunch of these. Now let's do, let's just do 32 because there's more than enough durability in a blue steel chisel for this. Bone needles, that worked. Okay, so that was fine. So it's not necessarily just the fact that it's enchanted. Yeah, who knows? I'm going to do my best to get the rest of these bags crafted up. And I think we are starting to get towards the end of the episode, unfortunately. So I know it's been one of, I know it's been one of basically recrafting things we've already crafted, but it has been kind of nice to revisit. We've built all these mob farms, and I do use them occasionally, but I never really show it on camera, so I think it's been kind of nice to capture that on camera. A good little preparation episode for the next one anyway. But yeah, I'm going to get everything finished. I realize I need to make another rope launcher thingamajigger as well. So we'll get all that done, and then maybe to finish off the episode, we can go and check on that bee and see how the progress is going on. Oh. Just realized we need our beealizer as well. Okay, I'll get right on it. I'll be with you guys in just a second. Okay, we've got our beealizer. I need to get some honey for it still. We've got all the bags replaced now, so I've got two of these foresters ones, so maybe it's a good thing. I wouldn't have got around to doing that otherwise. That's going to make tree farming a lot easier. Let's see, we need to go get some honey drops. Get a stack of those, load that into here. And let's check on these industrial bees. Oh yeah, I made the hookshot as well. And a little bit of the ammo for it. Didn't have a lot of paper pre-made, but it's enough for now. I did actually go over to the mountain to check on the bee, and it wasn't running because apparently it was too cold up there. Now I had crossbred it with an industrious one, and I think, yeah, it's taken, and the stats have changed slightly, so we just need to see how stable this is now. So how's the princess doing? Ender industrious. Yeah, those stats there are good. 4 offspring. That should stay pretty stable because what I'm breeding it with have 4 offspring as well. I like the fact that it's both shortest lifespan there, and it's got a good effect. But is this... Yeah, it requires cold again, so that's a problem. Shortest... Oh, that's purebred ender, though. Yeah, this also needs cold, though. Really, the main thing I want to get rid of is that cold effect. That's cold. Are they all going to be cold? Yeah, they all are. So, we need to try and get it stable again. Oh, no, this is normal, but it's a mixture. I don't think it's worth the risk with that one. So, your shortest, longer, shortest, and it's a mixture. Shortest, but it's a mixture. Was this one purebred, was it? Yeah, it was. I think we're going to cross it with this one. So there's the stats that we're mixing up here. So this one's actually pretty good, apart from the cold temperature. That shortest lifespan would make our lives a lot easier, means we could crossbreed them faster. So we're going to try and at least get that stat out of these. Once we get it stable again, we'll try again for the, like the warmer temperature on it. But we can drop this off in our mountain. Look at that beautiful sunshine coming through the gap there. I really do like this mountain. We do need to build some kind of community project up there, I think. Something that'll look cool. Oh, too far. Open you up, and in you go. And that'll breed away, and I suppose, is it gonna hurt us? No, okay, that one doesn't have the ends effect. That's cool. Let's talk before this episode ends about Cog Hollow here. I don't like it anymore. I mean, it's not terrible, but I'm having issues with expansion. We're supposed to be growing this thing upwards, and all I've really got is this flat ring. I think I've been far too rigorous, far too strict about maintaining this this profile. I think all really we need to do is maintain that as the base, and then we can build it up however we want. But let me kind of show you. I've been messing around with, you know, like pillars and stuff, and I'll show you what my problem is. If we head down here. There we go. I'm so glad to have this thing back. Oh, we've got our Spectre key as well. And I tested it. I went to that interdimensional pocket farm we have, and everything is just as we left it. It didn't like create a new instance or anything like that. But take for example around the back here. This wall I've never liked because it's plain brick. And I've started running this kind of border around, which I think does help. Breaks it up a little bit, but I actually can't put the wood along here because there are pit kilns and the wood would catch fire. And then you go around to where the gate is here, and I could do some stuff with like the gaps there. There's redstone on that, which is the problem, but like I've tried to build it up similar to the way that we did the one over there, and it just doesn't look right to me. I mean, you'd have to imagine that going up a little bit as well, but, you know, it's just this flat kind of thing on the front. It's just like an awkward shape. It doesn't really fit with the shape of the building. These, I mean, they look okay considering they're on an angle, but, like, that looks too stubby. I'd have to make that a taller peak, I think, anyway. And I'm not loving the way that hickory looks anymore. I kind of, now that I've seen it with the treated wood, I prefer the way the treated wood blends with the actual hickory logs, which is weird, I know. And I think it goes well with this andesite too. Let's see if we can get through here without double opening it. Ah, no, apparently we can't. Let's try again. Yeah, this is something else that's a problem, because this stinking door, that's why I added these hidden buttons here, keeps like swinging one door, not the others, and I don't know why it's doing it. But like here, I tried to build it up on this side as well. And again, it just looks wrong. It's too flat, it just goes straight up. I want to have it kind of leaning inwards. To do that, I would need to run like maybe a layer of stairs along here, but I don't think that would look right either. In fact, I think this arch is almost too big, really. And this isn't too bad because it's got a big machine in the back, but still I think it could do with being a little bit more closed off, a bit more shaped. Started running pillars up here, so these would be the pillars that ran straight up to like the 3rd floor and held that up. But I kind of want it to come inwards a bit more on the lower floors. So long story short, what I'm thinking of doing, I'm hoping I've got a bit of time now, assuming things don't delete themselves again, I don't lose all my stuff. I'm gonna spend a lot of time in creative, and I'm gonna mess around with a few designs, and honestly, I think I'm gonna rip a lot of this down. Like, that blacksmith design doesn't really fit with the rest of this either, because this is all smooth with like the smooth slopes, this stuff isn't. And we also don't really need a lot of the stuff that's in here anymore. We aren't ever gonna use these bloomeries again. They're just taking up space. We're probably never going to use this blast furnace again because we've got the railcraft blast furnaces. So again, we don't need these structures here. We don't need those chimneys going through the roof. Yeah, I'm going to mess around and I'll see what I can come up with. But I'm definitely open to suggestions. If you guys have any ideas, let me know. Otherwise, thank you so much for bearing with me this episode. I really do appreciate it. And I don't say this very often, but thank you for all of the new subscribers, because there's been quite a few of you over the last sort of few months. Knowing you guys are enjoying watching these episodes, maybe some more than others, it does make it quite enjoyable to keep producing these episodes. So thank you very much for watching, guys, and I'll see you in the next episode. Bye-bye.